I once went to my like sibling's wedding with a partner, like he was my plus one, and then about like just after the wedding was over, I was like accidentally said, "Oh, when we get married," but we'd only been dating for like 2.5 months.
Okay, so my wildest hear me out is Queen Ursula, Auntie Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Okay, because
Okay.
I know that thing is thangin'. Okay, I know that thing. You know the 8 suction cups.
Wait.
Breaststroke.
I just thought because she was thick, but I mean.
I mean that too. But
Okay.
more for the that thing be grippy.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
god.
And then we got Manny said the Xeno Queen from Warhammer. I'm trying to find a photo of her.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find one.
But the only ones I'm finding is of. It looks like Alien versus Predator. The alien.
It does.
Okay, so it is the same. Okay.
It is
Wow.
the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do your thing, bro.
Listen.
Listen.
Mine's Lightning McQueen.
Great choice, Jen.
Good
You know
chow.
what? Certified.
Bro would say ka-chow every time he finished. Ka-chow.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then OxyJen.
Nala from Lion King.
Okay.
I love her.
I see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I see it.
No, because the way she'd be looking at Simba when she's like
grown up, of course, but like
grown up Simba.
Of course.
she can be my queen.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I respect.
Yeah.
I respect.
I think I don't know.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh,
So
You
many
see?
people say
Yeah, I
that.
like that you didn't even go for
So many
Sonic.
people.
Yeah,
It's the edginess.
When I was younger, I liked the yellow one. Tails.
Tails.
Tails just gives off like sub energy though. Don't you think?
He's basically a twink. She likes that.
This
Never
is
mind.
a safe zone. Okay? No judgment.
You guys
Just for a
are
bit
like,
of clarity.
and I'm like,
Just for a bit of clarity, okay. Before we get cancelled, we do have LGBT members, okay? So they are allowed to say that. I wouldn't be saying it myself.
I will say I am gay as shit. So if you want to come for me, you can try. You ain't gonna win, but you can try.
All right, just so we don't get cancelled. All right. I don't know. I think. Oh, nah. Maybe SpongeBob actually, low key, because of the like.
Absolutely not. How are you going for SpongeBob and not Squidward?
No, not not SpongeBob itself. SpongeBob's mom, like listen, she got holes. She got all the
Is she
holes.
that like cookie looking one?
Yeah. But she got all the holes.
Keep it on the topic of SpongeBob. Sandy.
Oh, Sandy.
Yeah.
See, Sandy, I understand.
Sandy,
yeah. I don't even think that's like a hemming out. I think that's just universally accepted.
I like Shrek.
Everyone loves Shrek. I like Shrek.
Yeah. Or like
Donkey's
girlfriend.
I was gonna say Dragon.
Yeah.
There's something about the way she looks, right? There's something about
eyelashes.
Yeah, she was just like.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, listen, that's that fuck me eyes.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
But yeah.
Yeah. Should we start?
Yeah, we can get straight into it.
Okay, guys, welcome in. This is Bit by Bit, hosted by myself, Jen, and my co-host,
Shane. What's up?
We are joined in by two of our friends. If they want to introduce themselves, ladies first.
I'm also Jen.
Yep. And we have.
I'm Prometheus, or you can call me Manny. Either one works for me.
Yes. Well, welcome in. This episode, obviously being our first episode, we're going with the flow. It's just a chilled conversation. If you guys have anything to say, you can say it in chat. We might not constantly speak to chat in the moment because we are recording this for YouTube. But some of the things you say, it might be wild enough for us to mention it, and we might need to talk about it. So yeah, feel free to join in. What is our first question today? Do you have it, Shane, or do you want me to start it off?
we can start. I can start. Sorry.
Okay, okay.
So I'm gonna go in hot. Okay. E-dating in the community, in the gaming community. Sorry. What's our opinion? What's our opinions on it? Yes, no, maybe so. Get the hell out of here, man.
I think Manny goes first.
Yep.
Okay. First, I want to talk about this. So you know how people do the what's it called? That e-pal thing?
Okay.
A lot of people are under the notion that if you do e-pal, it's not that you're primarily looking for friends, you're looking to either e-date or e-sex. And I feel like it's a really, really close-minded notion that that's the only thing you think people use that for. I don't
Mhm.
I don't understand why people can't like be either looking for a group or looking for a duo and you think that they are A, either trying to cheat on the partner that they have, or B, they're trying to look for a partner in someone else on the internet. Like you
Mhm.
can just be using that for friends and not everything is there is a siren going off outside. So
That is okay.
they're coming for me. Um but yeah, I don't understand why people can't understand the notion that you can just be friends with
Mhm.
people on the internet, like especially when it's like males interacting with men interacting with women.
Yeah.
Like we're grown now, you know, a lot of people need to start acting their age. It's
Mhm.
really annoying.
Are we talking about
Annoying is it?
ePal like the website? The
Yes.
Yeah, I think
website
so.
ePal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so real. I didn't know people go on there to make friends. I thought it was just
No.
business.
Oh, same.
I never looked too much in it, to be fair. I just thought it was like make your money
No,
and people
I
just
have
hire you to be friend. I didn't look too into it. I've only seen the bad side of ePal, to be fair. I've
oh,
only seen videos of the bad side of it.
oh.
Yeah.
I
Is
think
it like? Sorry, you go.
I think the only thing I've ever seen from EPAL is like the really cringy side. The like,
Mm.
Yeah.
oh, I will meow for you and woo for you for every kill that you get. And I think
Yeah.
that's like from TikTok as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it be portrayed in a very positive way. It's always just been the cringe. Like, can we get this
Yeah.
off my screen,
Yeah.
please?
I think
Like
that's what made
fast.
it bigger,
Mm.
like on ePal, like people posting that on TikTok, like the cringy side. So everyone
Mm,
associated, or most people associated it to that side of it. From what I've seen, that's what I've associated. I've only seen ePal in that way of people hire people to basically
mm.
praise them in that weird way. From what I've seen.
Mm.
Yeah.
I need to remember that my face has subtitles.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We can just write the subtitles there as we go as well. It's okay. um,
Annoyed face.
annoyed. And like anything I say, he's like, question mark?
No, it's not.
No, that's funny.
What?
No, e-dating, I think it's a tough side in the gaming community, I would say. I think it's crazy because now I would say e-dating is more gaming side because
Yeah.
if you use it in like real life scenarios, it's just online dating. Like before you meet them, you
Mm,
go on Tinder or
Mm.
stuff like that. You're technically dating online. Or you
Yeah.
go on those
yeah.
like websites, you date online. E-dating, I would say it's within the gaming community. Like that term, e-dating, I would say is within gaming community. That's how I associated with. Like if an older lady was just saying like, yeah, no, I met someone online, this is this, I would be like, so you're e-dating? She's like, I'm what? you know? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to like ask about like because like you get duos and you get like stuff like that. So I agree with like it being a gaming thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think within like the world of Twitch as well, but maybe not even just on the gaming side of things, because I think a lot of people like if you were in a Valorant game, or if one of your friends like linked you to another Twitch account, and they were like, "Oh, check this person out," and you started watching them for a bit, and then you started chatting to them. So maybe they were like a small streamer or whatever, and then you like actually got to know them without ever having like had to play with them or things like that. I also think that's the world that it creates.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean when I said in the gaming community. For me, I keep thinking Twitch is gaming when it's not. It's more than that. But I agree. I think it's within Twitch gaming community, that Twitch and gaming, like that side, not normie side. That's right.
Not normie.
That's why I associate
Not
like,
one of us.
e-dating. Well, what's everyone's views on e-dating? How do we find that? How do we like e-dating?
Okay, so I have like I'm a bit right? So I don't have a problem with the e-dating in the basic form, right? If you plan to meet with that person, that's cool, like, yeah, that's great. But if you're over here for ages saying, "Oh, I want to meet up with you," and it never happens, and then you break up, that bro, come on, please, right? So that's my problem, right? Then the other problem I have with the e-daters are, in my case, our case, really, we're gamers. We're gamers, right? So if you have that one duo that's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pocket the Genji in Overwatch. I'm gonna play Mercy. I'm gonna pocket the Genji, or I'm gonna play Sage, and I'm gonna pocket the Jet, and not heal everyone else." I hate you. Okay,
Yeah.
like,
Poetry.
you are throwing my games. I don't care about your happiness with your pixel boyfriend. Go away. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to play my games and I want to rank up, or I want to just vibe. I don't need you to just be throwing my games because you need to heal your Pookie. Go away.
I feel like I feel the same. I feel like I understand you meet someone online, you want to have your cute moments that every couple has done. Oh, I want to heal him. I want to play his healer. I want to do this. Okay, do that. That, like, for example, in Valorant, you can do that in Swift Play. But if we're going comp and that's what you're doing, I'm gonna be so real. You are setting us
throwing
up.
your game.
You're setting us
I'm
up.
throwing your game.
I'm throwing your game, bro.
Throwing your game.
None of us are having fun.
Honestly,
I do not care.
honestly.
If you expect me to entry, nope, not happening. I'm going to play. I'm giving them the spike. I'm giving them the everything. They can have my gun.
Yeah.
I think personally, I don't like e-dating. Just because I think, for me, I'm one of those people who you don't know me until you know me in person. Like, because I'm quite quiet, or like I present like a different personality online, or I get quite nervous. So like before I met you guys, I'm sure that you had like an impression of me, and then as soon as we met in person, it was like, oh, that's not her. Like she's kind of a different person. And I think for a lot of people who meet online, unless you've met in person, I'm a bit like, that's wild.
I feel like there are people as well who you don't actually know their personality until after you've met them in person. Like, so I completely understand that. That's completely valid. I feel like some people, like, the same way I am online is the same way I am in person. Right? I'm sus as hell. Like, right? I don't care. Right? If I think you're looking attractive today, I mean, you're probably looking attractive every day. But I'm gonna let you know straight up. I'm gonna be like, "Yo, listen, what they do?" But there are the people that are what we would call, back in my day, keyboard warriors, right? And it's crazy. It's crazy because you be talking all that game online, and then when you in person, you be like, I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
Talking about big game. See, I am the same in person. If I talk in a big game, I'll be the same. But then as soon as you're not, and I'm like, no, this was never real then.
I can respect that.
Yeah. No, like you said, like I'm all for. Oh wait, were you gonna say something?
I thought he was. He
Oh,
gave
go
them
on.
eyes. What, Manny?
Me? No, I had nothing to say.
Oh,
okay, my bad. I apologize. I apologize.
No, like what you were saying, Shaine, before. Like I feel like e-dating is like, I understand, because if you meet online, Like, you happen to meet online and you think they're the one, that's fine. There's no point shutting it down because you're long distance. It's just the thing of if you're gonna make it in person. Like, if you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna meet you one day, I can't wait. You can wait. You've been waiting 2 years, 3 years. When are you
At
gonna
what
meet?
point does it stop being like e-dating and become dating?
When you meet each other, I think.
Okay.
I think.
But then
I
if,
feel like
what if you like meet and then you fly back home and then you're back to the 2 years of
now
like
you're long distance. In my opinion, I think
Well,
once you've met in person, I feel like you're long distance.
yeah, and I think that's valid because you can think of the people in the military or people who work away from home anyway. Sometimes they're only back for a week, 2 weeks, and all praise to you if you can do that because I'm a physical touch type of person, right? To a certain degree, obviously, but I need that little bit of once I've got that, it's very hard for me to be like, okay, well, this sucks again. I need that.
That's
Like,
me currently.
Yeah.
That's me currently, bro.
It's
Pain
okay.
and suffering.
No, for
It's
me,
okay.
I feel
Screw
like
that,
when you're
man.
in person, it feels real. Like, I feel like if I'm
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
speaking to you online, like, you could be a figment of my imagination. I won't
Whoa.
know, kind of thing.
Bro said, I'm
What?
off my meds. Are you real?
Like, there's
Oh,
AI
okay.
these days. You never know. Like, I know you're real, but I'm just saying, if I don't meet you in person, I feel like this isn't real, in my opinion.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about like video calls and stuff then? So does that become more real than just being e-couples, or is it, I don't know, like what's your guys' perception on that?
I personally think that like it's real as soon as you say it is, because as soon as like you've said something, that is what it should be.
Yeah.
Regardless of like what you're doing, because your word is your word.
Mhm.
But I think like if you've never passed that like boundary of saying like we're together, blah blah blah, then the whole like video thing is still just online.
No, I agree. I feel like video and texting is still online. When I say it's real, I'm saying like you're real. Like if I meet you in person, I'm like, wow, like I knew you were real life. Like I'm not saying I'm speaking to AI,
No.
but it just feels more like surreal. Like, oh my god, now we've met up in person, kind of situation.
Yeah.
But I would like, for example, like with Ham, like I would not meet you unless we video call first. Like,
Right.
I watched Catfish. I've watched these shows. I know how this works. You know,
Oh, listen,
video
all I'm
call,
saying is,
voice call. We're gonna be doing that a lot more until I feel comfortable enough to then meet you. Yeah.
I think that works the same as like normal dating as well.
Yeah. 100%. Even without this gaming community, I find it crazy how like people would speak to someone for like 2 years just texting, and they feel so sure in themselves that this person's real. Meet in person without video calls or anything. You have some sort of security in yourself, because I would never. I would never.
Security or Delulu?
A bit of both.
You got me there. You got me there.
Yeah. A bit of both.
Delulu is the Salulu. That's what I've been told.
Always.
Yeah, no.
But okay, I feel like that's some well-rounded opinions. I can respect it. I can respect it. So are we more saying down on e-couples, or are we like, do your thing?
If your intention is to make it in person, good for you. You came from gaming, you came from a joint love, good for you. If your aim is to just stay online, go outside.
Yeah.
You know?
Go outside, touch the grass.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want the next thingamajiggy? Because words are difficult. Difficult are words. I feel like it kind of ties into the topic anyway that we were just on, EJ in the community. So, well, in a slight way. Sexism in the community. So
this is gonna make me say some things towards French people.
Not the French.
Oh.
Hey. Freedom is resistance.
Fuck the French.
No, that's funny.
Oh my god.
Jen, you wanna start?
Yeah. So obviously I've only been playing like video games, and I am definitely not as far into the community as you guys. I still think like I have like the building or starting out perspective. For me, there's like sexism in a lot of games. It exists everywhere, which is, rubbish, but it happens. I think with like within like the Twitch community or within like the gaming community, I think I've been quite lucky in terms of I met quite a lot of really nice people very early on. And I began like playing with friends who I knew in real life. Like I would never sort of branch out of that group. And because I was with them, I could just like play with them solely. And then if anyone said anything to me, because they used to be like League of Legends players and stuff like that, the toxicity was already like ingrained into them. So they would just shut it down straight away. And I'd be like, oh, what did they say? And they'd be like, nothing, absolutely nothing, Jen. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And then you just carry on playing. I think the more I got into like Valorant, the more I would like begin talking in game, and the more that would like start causing issues. But again, I think I did just get really lucky. I think the pros and cons of it is that there are some people who'll be like, she's rubbish because she's a girl, or like, oh, I'll just dodge or I'll do something like that instead because I don't want to play with her. That I'm fine with because I don't want to play with people like that either. So that's fine. It's the people who sit in game and then want to make it like boring for you or like rubbish for you as well as them. And I'm like, that negativity doesn't need to be there. But in terms of like the people that I've already met and the like people that I play with now, I think they will also like say something about it and be like, that's not what we're going for. This is no longer acceptable, like in our community or in the games that we're playing. Which I think is great. And I think if you are able to have like that open and honest like conversation with someone who is producing like a negative output, even if like you're not there to change their mind, that's not your job or anything like that, but if you like have the conversation and then by the end of it they're like quiet, then it's grand.
No, I hear that. I feel like it's a very long going trend for some of the men who are sexist to women. I feel like it's a trend. I feel like some people genuinely believe that women are so bad, like they'll get in a game, they're like, I need to dodge. I have to dodge. They're gonna be bad. Okay, you genuinely believe that? Fair enough, I guess. Each to their own. But like some guys are genuinely not sexist. They're just doing it as a trend. And I can see it. You can see it. Like you can see that they say the thing about get back in the kitchen. We know you're not creative enough.
That's so boring.
We know it's a trend. We know you say it because you don't know what else to say. Get back in the kitchen, you dishwasher. Get back in the kitchen. Make sandwich. Make me sandwich. I'm hungry. Make sandwich. You're bad. It's the same thing. I literally can say this and now you can't say it back because I did it first. Do you have anything else?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else? I could
No,
think
you
of
got a
more.
point though.
I could think of more creative things to put myself down, and the only things you can say are things that like everyone's heard. I feel like it's a trend. Some people go in, they hear a woman, they're like, oh, dodge, dodge, and then no one dodges. We get in the game, and and some of them don't even end up being sexist. They just said that just because, oh, I'm just in the mood. Some of them are genuinely sexist, but some of them is a trend, and we need to chill.
Yeah. What's really interesting is that I went in a game maybe like yesterday and someone's name was Dishwasher and it was a girl. And I was like, this is like, it's doing it now for like the comeback. Like people are there so that they can get people to talk or so that they can get a response. And that is what 90% of like the people are doing it for, is to get the response.
I feel like you have to be a certain level of insecure in yourself to blame someone's genetics that they can't even like, yo, thanks mom and dad. I'm a sorry. I'm a girl. Like, but I like games. Like it's not my fault. It's really weird that and I find it's mainly the younger generation. Well, obviously you still got the like it's a weird balance because you've got the guys that grew up watching or playing COD, and they're like, oh yeah, back in my day, we used to say all types of slurs and all the rest of it. And you're like, yeah, cool. That was 2010 when everything was okay to be edgy, right?
Yeah.
It's not really so much these days. And I get that, you know, the whole snowflake argument, the whole like, it's never that deep, you know. I get it. But at the same time, like, you can't blame someone's sex for wanting to play a game. It's really immature. And the comebacks are so boring. Like, literally, I was sat there. I'm like, obviously it's a French person most of the time.
See what I mean? It's always them. It's always them.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'll come back so bad. I'll be like, yo, listen, go make me a baguette sandwich with snails in it. And, you know, anyway, something else, right?
I'm gonna say though, a baguette sandwich with snails actually kind of hits.
What the hell, man?
And I don't know if you ever tried escargot, but
I
like,
am not going to try escargot.
No,
Okay.
I'm fine, thanks.
Thank you. Manny, I'm disappointed in you.
Listen, I grew up with a varied palate. Leave me alone.
Wow.
all right,
I like
man.
food. I like food, okay? Shit.
Hey, listen. We all love food. I'm big bat. You know what I'm saying?
I just like chicken instead of snails. But I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna stick to what I know.
For real. But yeah, I feel like the comebacks need to evolve. The same way like the games be evolving, the graphics be evolving. Make the insults different, bro. Like, I'm tired of dishwasher. I'm tired of make me a sandwich. I'm tired of I don't know, man. I'm bored of that. Give me something new.
No, I'm gonna be so real. I feel like if you're gonna insult, can you be like you said, make it interesting? I feel like if you're gonna upset me, either upset me so much or like entertain me. Like literally, I was on another girl's stream and someone gagged her. Like they said something like original, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. I literally said to her like, I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. And then she was like, I'm not gonna lie, he got me there. Like when you get to the point where it's like it's funny, but when it's just the same thing, it's like I'm yawning, like I'm physically yawning at you calling me a dishwasher. Like I'm like, we get it.
I heard one the other day. I don't know if this is like, you know, like this is. Oh, I'm not gonna say the whole thing because, you know, again, I don't want to get us cancelled. But someone said, like, your aim is so shit. I would say, your aim is like, right, but actually kills people.
Okay,
yeah. And I was there. I was like, I like, you know, like, yeah. I was sat there. I was like,
damn.
I'm like, yo, that's different.
That's a good one.
That's different.
I'm gonna be
right?
real.
If someone told me my aim was like that, bro, I'd put down my mouse and start playing the game.
Yeah.
I'm not playing the rest of the match, bro.
Dude, I'm OF4ing.
I'm gonna go sit outside and evaluate everything.
Yeah, I'd be in deep thought the whole game, like, damn.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I'm genuinely going on a walk and thinking about life. I'm going to like contemplate everything, right? And that's just it. That's it. So I feel like from just that, I feel like everyone needs to up their game in the insults. Don't come at me with the slurs because that's boring. Don't come at me like, listen, the amount of times, this is a bit off topic from just sexism. The amount of times I've been called a hard R, and I'm just like, bro.
Like, I've heard it all before. My friends, my black friends saying to me,
like, new, something new, please. Please, bro, it's boring, right? So I feel like as a community, gaming community, or just people in general, level up the insults, man.
Like, it's either don't do it at all, or if you're gonna do it, be original.
Be original.
Yeah.
You know? Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When they just do the same thing, in my head, it's like you're not truly, because if you were, you would say things from your heart. These are things that you've scripted in your head that you've seen in other TikToks. Be original, please.
If you're doing it for content, do the good content.
Yeah, the thing is, it can't be content. They say it and then it's quiet. Especially for me, you can't get content. They'll be like, you dishwasher. I'm like, okay. And they're like,
okay.
You make me sandwich. I'm like,
Okay, cool.
Which one do you want?
What you want on
yeah,
it?
or like sometimes you respond back, you're like, all right, I mean, okay, what do you want on it? And then next minute they're like, just shut up. And I'm like, well, I was taking your order. Shut
Yeah.
up.
You wanted a sandwich.
This is Wendy's. How can I help?
Like, I'm taking your order. Like, give me something. I'm being the woman that you need me to be. And he's like, shut up, woman, shut up. I'm like, sorry. Sorry.
Like now, like look
again.
at you now. Now you upset. Are you
Exactly.
happy? Are you proud of yourself?
Honestly, he's emotional like a woman, apparently.
Yeah.
Who's the woman now?
I mean,
Who's the
Whoa,
woman now?
whoa. I ain't involved with that one, man. I ain't involved with that one.
I said it. I'm an emotional woman. I'm an emotional woman. And now he's all emotional. Who's the woman now?
my camera's not dying. Hello.
Oh yeah, my one does the same.
Oh, welcome back.
Yes.
All right, Jen. I think you've got the next one, maybe.
Oh, I can do the next one. Is this still related in gaming?
You can be whatever you would like to.
Okay, I'm gonna do. This is still relationship wise. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think about dating within the friendship group?
That can be messy.
Are we talking like two different friendship groups? Like, say I introduced like Shaine to a gal friend of mine, and then he started dating her, or are we talking like we all in one big group?
We're in a group of 10, and all of a sudden 2 people just start getting together.
My personal opinion. No, actually, Manny, you go first.
From personal experience and seeing that happen, like granted it wasn't at this age, it was when we were like 16, 17. That shit got real messy real fucking quick because if depending on how close the friend group is, it's not just a relationship between those 2 people, it's a relationship in the entire friend group because I was getting stress from their relationship. Meanwhile, I was happily single. I wasn't happy. I was stressed 24/7 because there would be something that would come up and either him or her would come to me for advice. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do in this situation. You're giving me a headache. Please no.
Okay. That's valid.
I think as long as there's like solid set boundaries between the 2 people, like in terms of you don't talk shit to your friends about me and I won't talk shit about you to like my friends, like that sort of thing. Like you'd have that in a normal relationship anyway, where you're like, there's some things that I'm not comfortable with you sharing with your whole entire like friend group. Even if you're in the same friend group, I think those boundaries are still fine. Like to say like, I just don't want you sharing this with our friends instead of it being like my friends and your friends. And that works. I think from personal experience of like being in a friend group where like 2 people ended up being together, I'm now like friends with neither of those people because they broke up. So, and like even from the beginning, I was like, I want to be a part of your relationship. Like that's not something I want to do. But if you're gonna be like in the friend group and you're gonna be like the new couple in the friend group, that's grand as long as like you keep it to you 2. And then as soon as they like broke up, they wanted everyone to choose sides, and I was like, no. I was like, I can't be doing that. That's not something that I'd want. But I do want my friends to be happy, and if being together is like 2 birds 1 stone, like 2 of my friends can be happy, then go for it. Just as long as you know that there might be consequences in the end.
That's what I agree with that. I think that as long as both friends are, chill people, I don't want to be brought in on stupid shit like, But I do agree though that, or I do think, sorry, I should say that if you have a friend who starts dating someone and then they bring them into that friendship group, what happens in that scenario? Because if they are then integrated into the group, are they still not classed as 2 friends dating in the same group? And then
no, go on.
from my perspective, this is completely unbiased. I think you should still be friends with both parties, regardless of who you've known first, right? Because if like say they break up, sorry, because I think that if the two people that started dating are friends and were like, look, like this is a person I think you guys would enjoy too, not just like for my own benefit, but for you guys as well. I think that would be like a good little, add-on. Because I don't want, from my perspective, I don't want to just be like, oh, this is my partner, and that's how you will refer to them forever.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Yuji. I just knocked Yuji off my table. Right? So I think you should be able to integrate them, and then the friendship should like grow from there. I don't think you should just like cut them off and be like, okay, you guys aren't friends, aren't dating no more. You should just bye.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to make it clear that because they broke up was not the reason I stopped being friends with
No.
them.
Yeah,
They both turned into horrible people after they broke up and did really horrible things to my friends. So I was like, nah.
No, I was sorry. That wasn't a dig at you.
No, I was like, ooh.
That wasn't targeted. I promise.
No, I want to add on to what you're saying, Shaine. I feel like if you guys are already in a friendship group and then two people start getting together, that's kind of like what Manny's saying. I feel like it makes it like messy, because it's like you guys are a friendship group, you're known for telling each other everything. You have a girl, like if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend from outside the friendship group, something happens, you tend to tell your friends, but now if you're with your like someone in the friendship group, it's like you're, like you said, you're like dating your friends, because I feel like they know everything, every little thing. And I feel like, I mean, you can't, you're not gonna set a rule and be like, you can't, what, anyway, you can't, sorry, you're not gonna sorry, I got this
No, you're grand.
so confused.
But yeah, ADHD tries to run a podcast.
Bro, I literally said that is one thing that's gonna be a problem when we doing this podcast. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh crap.
Friend group.
Start dating your friends.
Yeah. It gets messy. But I feel like you're not gonna set a rule and be like, you can't be together. But you just have to keep it in advance that it will be messy. But with what you're saying, Shaine, is if you bring someone from outside the group, bring them in. I feel like the only way it works is if they actually integrate with the friendship group, like make a name for themselves. They're not going to be known as like this one's girlfriend, this one's boyfriend, like, oh yeah, do you want to invite this one's boyfriend, this one's girlfriend? Like, I'm not going to be saying names because I don't want to put things, but like you just say, like you want to be calling him Becky's boyfriend, Jess's girlfriend, like instead of being their plus one, like you'd be like, do you want to invite Jess? Do you want to invite Jake? Any of these random like white names that I'm saying?
Why did you go for the J names?
Why you talk about all my friends?
I was gonna say Jen so many times, and I'm like, we already have two. How many more am I gonna add? I don't know. I can't just think of Jen. Like, I don't know what these J names.
There's like four. There's four of them. Let's collect. At one point, we're just gonna have like
great name.
Different gens just at different points in the podcast.
I swear in Disney there used to be like, there was like a group of girls that had the same name, and they're like, the Ashleys are coming or something. And I can't
or like
Recess. It was Recess.
Yes, it was Recess.
Ashley K, Ashley L, Ashley something.
Yes, and they were just.
And then there was another Ashley.
Oh my god, I love Recess. Sorry, a whole
topic. You need to go back and watch Recess. I feel like childhood movies were like and shows were just so great back then. Sorry, sidetracked.
Real. But yeah, no, I feel like if you make a name for yourself in the friendship group, then you can say you are friends with this friendship group. Otherwise, you are known as the plus one. So if you guys don't work out, you can't be upset that you're gonna maybe be let go because they didn't see you technically as a friend. Like, I feel like the term friend also shouldn't just be used so loosely now. I feel like you meet someone, you're like, this is my friend. You're an acquaintance. You know their name. We're not friends, kind of thing. And I feel like everyone is so sensitive now. They're like, they've met you once and they're like, yeah, my friend, we're not friends. And then they can be, we're not friends? I don't say I don't like you. But like,
I just enjoy your company sometimes, occasionally.
Yeah, like, do you know my birthday? Do you know my last name? Do you know how many like siblings I have. You know nothing about me.
I think I know the answer, ma'am.
No, it's just it's stuff like that. So I feel like if you come into their friendship group, you meet their friends, you need to try and make a relationship with them. Otherwise, you're not really friends.
Yeah, I agree.
That's how I see
I think
it.
I think that works for normal friendship groups as well. Like when all of us met on, like, it took me a real long time to become friends with like you, Jen, because it was like you have to put in that effort and you have to not be afraid to like text them and talk to them on their own as well, not just like when we're all sat in a Discord call, for it to be an actual like, oh, we can hang out solely. And I think that when you're in a friendship group and someone brings in their partner, you're like, would I ever actually hang out with them on their own? Or do I only talk to them when their partner is there?
Real. I believe in that as well. I believe in that as well. Like I will see it and I'm like, I want to see if I can actually be their friend, or is it specifically because they're around? Because if they're gone and then we're just sitting there like, oh,
This is awkward.
So, do you like
and
bread?
then and then they wait, I used to ask that question all the time.
That's the question, bro. I use that for everything. Whenever I'm in an awkward situation, I'm like, what's your favorite kind of bread?
I was gonna say mine was, what's your favorite type of bread? I used to do that in secondary school all the time. The second it got awkward, I'm like, what's your favorite type of bread? Mine's naan. And they're like, what? Like, I'll just say any bread. No, I didn't have a favorite bread. I like all bread, but I'll just say like naan, or I'd say baguette. Like, I'll just switch it up.
You don't have a favorite kind of bread?
What?
Wait,
you don't have a favorite kind of bread?
No,
what's your favorite type of bread?
bread. I just
Tiger
love
bread.
any
For
bread.
real.
Which bread?
Tiger bread.
Oh, Thai bread's top tier.
Okay.
Hardo bread.
Yeah.
Hardo bread. What do you mean, tiger bread?
You not like tiger
Nah.
bread?
Nah, nah. Manny.
We don't have issues. We don't
Yes.
have issues, boy.
Listen, Hardo bread didn't come out your mouth. We're taking back the card.
That's funny.
I'm just kidding, Manny. I love you.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
See how disappointed you are when I take your ankles away from you?
Oh my
You gonna
god.
snatch my ankles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I forgot what the topic was that we were originally talking about. Dating within the friendship group.
Yeah.
I think that was just it. I think we just
I think that was it.
we just decided.
Can you be friends with your ex?
No.
Like, that's a hard no for me.
If I see
Joe,
that bitch in the street and kick her in the face.
what's funny is that I'm friends. I was just like, fair enough. What's funny is I can be friends with the girls that are my exes, but not the guys.
You know what? I can be.
I hear that one.
No, okay. All right, fair enough.
I have been.
There's currently two people that I would say I've dated in some way, shape, or form that I still am in contact with, and it's strictly platonic. Like, I'll tell them I love them, but it's basically just on a platonic level. Like, nothing else from it. I don't want nothing from her or them. And
I'm so sorry, that was right next to the mic.
It wasn't that loud.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really
God,
quiet.
I
Actually.
hope that wasn't loud on stream. I am so sorry. I'll need to. Sorry, carry on.
Whoa!
Oh my god, wait, let me actually like not have that in before the pro-life people come for me. Oh my god.
But yeah, there's two people that I've had some sort of romantic relations with, and to this day it's just platonic. Like, I feel like there needs to be a form of no contact for that to happen. Do it however you want to, block them, or just be like, look, listen, be mature maybe about it and say, I don't think we should talk for a while. And cool, that's chilling, you know, each their own. But I do 100% see that there are some exes that genuinely listen. I see you on the street, I hate you. Right? And it's just because of the way you've treated me towards the end of the relationship. Like, I feel like oh my god, the water is doing things to me.
I'm just getting all choked
You
up.
got there?
It's so emotional.
But I think that there's ways that you could handle relationships and the end of said relationships without being a complete prick. Like you don't like, dude. At the end of the day, if you are not compatible with someone, you can just say, "Look, we're not compatible," and you can go about your day, right? You can either be like, "Okay," because if you did truly care about someone, I think you can be friends with them. I feel like it's not impossible to be friends with them, and it's normal for certain people, not everyone, right? Because end of the day, there were people that you've had a crush on, right? They might not have had a crush back on you in that way, but you've had to move on with your life and be like, okay, well, they don't seem like that. Time to move on.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like there's just the way you take it and the way you move about it, and don't be a prick. Just long story short, just don't be a
Just
prick.
be normal.
Yeah.
Be normal. I don't want problems, no ways.
Be a human. Be a human who understands the concept of having decorum.
Real.
Have some empathy. Have some empathy. That's basically it.
I feel like if it ends messy and it will continue to be messy, if they're like the ex that keeps wanting you back, then how can you be friends with someone who has that intention? That's not a friendship intention. I feel like if you both agree that it's nothing else, like I can speak from experience, like when my ex and I broke up, it was surely because like we basically, when we were in the relationship, in my point of view, I think in both of our point of view, it wasn't like a relationship. We were two best friends. We were best friends like before that, or we were good friends before that. And then we like, okay, there was some feelings there. We made it a thing. And you know, like when you seek a certain type of love and you're just not getting it.
Yeah.
And then I just felt like, okay, if I'm seeking this type of love, I'm not getting it. And we're doing everything else that best friends do. We're just best friends. Like, let's be real, you know? So it's just like, we broke up. We had our little space, you know, it's important to basically have space after a breakup. And then we carried on, and we ended up realizing like, we're literally like, we were best friends after the breakup. Like, obviously a lot of people, if you're gonna get with someone and find out someone's best friends with their ex, I understand if it's a problem, you know. I understand that, and we both said to each other that like, if you end up meeting someone and us being close is a problem, we can step back. Like, I will 100% step back. I'm never gonna be like, no, I'm in his life, you can't do. I was like, no, I'm not gonna be like that. Like, we're close friends, we have each other, because I was in a rough patch, they were in a rough patch, we were there for each other, and we knew that it was nothing romantic. Like I've always, even like, for example, Hamp knows about him. Anytime I speak about him, I mention him as like the best friend. To me, I find it even crazy when I mention him as the ex, because it's like, like I feel like he's not known as the ex, you know. But then if I speak about past relationships, I've only had 2 exes, and one of them's like when I was a child, really, so I don't really consider that like experience. So it's like he's the only one that I have experience with. So then if I speak about it, then I'd say my ex, because I'm talking about the love life. But if I speak about him as a person, I don't consider him as an ex. You know what I mean? But now, I mean, now we don't speak as much or really anymore, but that's a whole different story. But it's like, there's no hate there, no bad blood. I just know like he got a girlfriend and I have a boyfriend, so we did separate from speaking often anyway. I did move countries, so it's hard to stay in contact with people that you're not going to see in person as often anyway.
I think though, sorry to interject.
No, go for it.
I think that if they wanted to, they would though.
I think so too, but that's kind of part of the reason why we're not speaking. But anyway.
Sorry, shit, my bad.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say they were literally in my stream. First time in God knows how many months. They were literally in my stream. Anyway, so tell me why for a whole year I didn't go to London. I go to London telling them I'm coming London, and they don't care. And then the only message I get from them when they say, are we meeting? They say NA, as in not available. That was the only message I got from them.
Okay, so we ain't friends, bro.
That's how it be.
We're
Fine.
We're scrapping on site. When I come down to the ends and I see you, I'm snapping you across the face, home slice. Like, hello.
Yeah, so I was just like, I have to take.
Want my document?
I'm sorry.
NA was disrespectful, but anyways, I took my losses. I was like, it is what it is. and we just let it go. But yeah, I haven't spoken to them since. I miss them. I have no bad blood with them. It's just that I was like, that was kind of crazy, but it is what it is. But yeah, friendship in the friend group, I feel like if it's clear that like they are not seen as an ex, they are technically an ex, but if you keep seeing them as my ex and my ex and my ex this, then you're like, okay, how are you friends if you constantly see them as ex? If you see them as genuine as a friend, you would say my friend, you know? Like not everyone needs to know they're your ex unless it's your partner. Then they both probably best clear to make it clear like they were someone I was with, you know?
It seems like attention grabbing, innit? It's like,
yeah,
give me attention, please. Like, look, this is someone like a failed relationship. Help me, love me.
Does anyone watch Emily in Paris or know about it?
I've seen it.
Oh, I started watching it with him. Anyway, so basically, it's like imagine two exes that had a whole like lifetime growing up, and then they're just friends. This is the only part where I think it's a bit messy. You're friends now, so they're both trying to get with someone else. Okay, you need to. Okay, I'm not gonna try and spoil it too much. I'm gonna do as a reference, as in life in general. Like you have a partner, and then you break up, so you're both trying to get with someone else. And in front of your new partners, you're just constantly reminiscing about your lost. Is that not a bit wild? Like, oh, remember when we used to go skiing here and we used to be holding hands and just in front of you.
I think that's why I don't like being friends with my guy like exes, because I would just be like, that's gone now. Like those feelings I've put away and dealt with, and they're gone. So like any part of that, they're just like past memories.
I don't bring up. The same face to that one.
No, I'm like, done with, like over.
Yeah, no, like I'm literally like laughing in my head, just thinking of the scenario. Like you're just standing there, just watching them reminisce, and you're like
that's ground for an ass whooping.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay. like
this one time my ex used to do this, bro. Like, go back to him then. Like, go like.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest red flag on a first date is when you get there and then they're like, oh, like the last girl that I was with. No.
Yeah.
Gone.
I saw
like, doesn't matter.
I'm standing up.
Why are you comparing?
I saw a tweet earlier, right? And it was absolutely wild, right? It said something like, thinking about if he would still love me if I was his ex, but I had the same personality, right? So she sent the message to her boyfriend, and he said, I would love you more, not gonna lie. And I sat there and I was like, what?
Oh, I read that message. I sat there, I was like,
yeah. I was like, what?
I was like, excuse me?
First of all, she doesn't love herself for even asking that question.
No, 100%.
And second of all, what in the world is that response?
Like, I was like, super villain are you dating, bro?
What? You'd rather there be a chase.
Dude,
crazy.
Damn.
I was like, I remember I sat there, I was like, how do I take out my brain temporarily? Like, I'm confused, but it's like I'm not even following this person. It was genuinely just a tweet that was on my For You page, and I was just like, this is not for me. I'm single.
Yeah.
Leave it away. And this is the reason
it came up is probably because I reposted it because I was like, oh, what the fuck?
That's okay. So that's where I seen it. Hold on.
Yeah, it was probably because I reposted it because I saw it. I was like, huh?
I like genuinely, it spun me out. I was spun out differently for a while.
Yeah.
You know when you like you scroll past it, you're like, oh yeah, boring, and then you come back up, and you're like, wait, did I just read
what
that
did
right?
I just see?
Dude,
I'm not gonna lie, I've been loving Twitter lately.
What?
I don't know how you guys do it.
I would be so. I mean, I don't think I'm on the toxic side of Twitter, or if I do, I just scroll past. I don't really care. I swear, some people like I love reading. I love like living vicariously through people, like hearing people's experiences. I'm like never gonna be me, but I love hearing it from you. You know what I mean? Some things I would not do, but I'm like I just love hearing that this is happening. So like, I feel like it must be fake. That was too much detail. But this woman was like, so I cheated on my husband when I went to our best friend's wedding.
Saw that one too.
Did you see?
I saw that one too.
Bro,
I read the whole thread. I was like,
hold on.
Guys, I literally can't even read it.
I was dumbfounded.
And it was so interesting. I was like, I read it out loud. Like I was reading it. Me and Ham were sitting there like, wow, damn. Like
Wow.
I can't even say it on like I can't say it because I'm planning to post this on YouTube and this is gonna be nasty. Like it is.
the thread is very not
The
safe for work.
detail, like she didn't say how she cheated. She said way more. Like it was to the point where
she
you
painted
felt
a
like
picture.
you were in
Oh, I
the
was
room
there? Oh,
staring
damn,
at
okay.
them.
She was like, I need to
Okay.
get this
Like-
deep dark
like-
secret
like-
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
so
You
this
were-
is
you were
big.
in
So
the
we're on
room,
book talk.
in the wardrobe, just looking at them like, damn.
I
it
like
was
book talk.
giving book, like it was giving like she was
Yeah.
we
We're on
were
book talk,
reading
okay.
the like she
The
was
smut,
she was like
alright, I'm there.
describing everything. I was like, and I was saying it out loud, and Ham was like, whoa. And then you keep going, whoa.
I'm gonna need the link, guys. I'm gonna need the link for research
That
purposes.
would be so real. I will definitely find it. It's
I will
for
find it
research
was she
purposes
making a book?
right
I
now.
have no clue if she was trying to make a book. Like I don't know what that whole situation was going about. But like even some people in the comments, because the last thing she said was, should I tell my husband? I just had to get it out there. I'm like, you said all of this on Twitter before telling your husband.
Yeah.
It's insane. That's why a lot of people was
Does
like,
he
it must
follow
be
you?
fake. It must be fake. But like,
Yeah.
if it was fake or not, I thought it was so interesting. I need to find some of these tweets, and that's gonna be like in the next episode. We're reading these tweets, obviously not the graphic ones. We're
Yes,
reading these
I'm sold
tweets
out.
and having a opinion on it because
Opinions
So-
on down bad
Wild.
tweets.
oh,
I genuinely think Twitter is like your unhinged coworker in the office for you guys.
Oh, so basically
Oh.
me.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
when I go to work and then I'm in the office and one of my like coworkers is like, oh yeah, when I was younger and I was like dating this married man for like 6 years, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, why? And then she was like, oh yeah, and then like one of my coworkers, we talked about their parents, be like, oh yeah, so my parents like married to like other people when they first met and blah blah blah, and I'd be like, the gossip. I'd be like, tell me all
No,
of the
God
gossip
damn.
now,
Yeah.
please.
Damn.
Give me the source.
But I think
Hello.
Twitter is that for you guys.
No, I live like I grew up fearing things. Like I was such a like goody two shoes. Not really in school too much, but like in life, like I always just feared getting in trouble, like from like my school friends would like do things where run from the police and stuff. I mean, I did it once, and I was scared.
That was me.
Yeah, like I did it.
I was that
once.
school friend doing the stupid shit.
Look, I was amongst the friends that did it, but like when it came to me actually doing it, I was always scared. Like I always just was so scared to mess up or do something wrong. So like I ended up being just such a goody two shoes. So when I hear other people's stories, I'm like, tell me in detail so I can
No, I
live
need the source.
vicariously.
I
Yeah,
need the
like when people tell me like their like sex history, I would be like, if it's fine with you, like they'll go into detail. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's too much detail. I said, no, go ahead. Like it's just interesting hearing what people do. You know what I mean? Relationships, things they've been in trouble with, like things that I've never gone through. I'm like, go for it. Like when they tell me stories, like I don't want any like, yeah, this happened, the end. I'm like, we're missing the in between.
Yeah.
How did
Like
this
let's
happen?
knuckle down. We're gonna be here
Like,
for a
what?
good like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean the end?
What do you mean? They say like
Nah,
the
bro.
main bullet points
To
and
be
don't explain how
continued.
that happened. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm I love living vicariously through people. I feel like this didn't even go for the question. I don't even know what the question was.
Dude, I think we just going with a
We're
vibe.
going with the vibe.
But
We're going with
it's
the
fine.
vibe.
I think one of my favorite stories ever growing up was, this was the year before I joined this school, because obviously I moved around quite a bit. So one of my favorite stories were, I went to like, not a posh school, because ain't nobody got money for that. But one of those schools that like, one of the top in Brum, right? And this is like year 8, by the way, right? They went to Drayton Manor or Awesome Towers, one of the two, right?
Okay.
And they decided that, my whole year group, by the way, it would be fun if they decided to put vodka in their water bottles, right? So they're
My
going,
friends did that at school. Oh my god.
they're going through these rides. Oh, I got another story about vodka in like my classroom. Hold on,
Damn.
I'll get to there. Manny's face was like, hold on.
Sorry, no. I'm sick, so I was
you're
putting
fine.
I put in my decongesting spray in.
Get us in.
You're fine.
Shit hit me in the brain.
Oh no.
So they decided it would be a good idea to drink, and everyone got pissed threw up on the rides and everything. And then all the teachers, because obviously you just got given free reign because there's not enough
Yeah,
teachers
you
to
did.
like watch you.
Yeah.
So they got given free reign. And when all these different kids started throwing up, they were like, what's going on? Like, blah, blah, blah. And there was obviously the school snitch who decided, oh, yeah, I'm going to tell the teachers that
Always.
they're drinking vodka.
Longer in the vault. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll jump on to the next story. So when I was in college, I was doing like a software development module. And there was this girl in my class. And she was a raging alcoholic.
Dang.
And one of my boys were like, oh yeah, I'll drink some with you. They went through like same bottle like this. She drank half of it of Pepsi, topped it up with Russian standard vodka, and both of them drank it. Right? This was the 10th of January. The reason why I know this so vividly was because it was also happened to be one of my other boys' birthday.
Oh.
Right? So they christened the day forever in my memory.
Damn.
They decided to fuck in the classroom. Yeah. Right? The teacher like happened to be out at the time.
Oh, I thought you meant
I'm
he was
sorry.
there.
Everyone else was there
I
though.
was really hoping it wasn't.
No. Everyone started evacuating when they started making out and going all over the tables. We're like, all right, time to head out. I swear to you, right? I tried to drag my boy off of her twice. He then proceeds to tell me the next day, he was like, bro, like, why didn't you try, like, get me off her? I looked at him dead in the eyes and went, bro, I did. Twice. Twice.
Wait, how many people
Right?
are in the room?
There's about 25 in my class.
And they were all there?
Oh, they started leaving. Obviously, we were doing self-work.
Oh.
So then they started making out, and we're like, all right, time to head out.
And everyone was like, I need to
Yeah,
leave.
so bit by bit, bit by bit, we started leaving, right?
Yeah.
We came in the next day, and I did not work on any one of those desks. I was like, no.
I wouldn't
Damn.
even.
No.
I wouldn't have gone in the classroom.
I do not understand how people like, you know, when you're like really, really drunk. Like, I'm one of those people who, the more drunk I am, the nicer I am.
Oh.
So consistently, I'm just like, oh my god, like I love you and you're amazing.
Yeah.
I do not know how people get themselves into like scenarios because I'm also like very mum coded, especially when I'm drunk. I'm like, oh, okay, we got to get in a car. I need to make sure that all of the girls are safe. I need to make sure that everyone got home okay. Like that's got to be done. If anyone feels uncomfortable, then it's like, gotta be like it's gotta be all right. And then I'm like, or I'll like buy someone a milkshake. You know what I mean? Like I want to have fun with everyone on a night out, and I want everyone to have a good time. And then when you get home the next day, you like decompress and you get over the hangover, and then you tell everyone like what happened, because I never forget. Because I've had those nights where like I've gotten so drunk that I've then forgotten what's happened. I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I do not know how people get themselves into a situation where they're doing stuff like that in a classroom. That is wild.
Yeah.
I swear to you, I am not making it up because I have vouchers.
No,
that's the worst part.
No,
right?
the thing is, I don't even like not believe you, because I was in a situation where 2 people had sex in front of me as well.
Oh.
Yeah. And this was when year 11. Your last, like, you finish year 11 before you go to college. This is not this is not college like American college. This is like 2 years before you go to university, if you want to go. They had a thing where they were promoting in school, which is when they say, oh, you can do NCS, which is a little summertime thing that you can do.
I did that.
Well, that's where it happened anyway.
Sorry.
So NCS, you can do that. They say it's so good, you can get it in your CV. Nobody reads that, nobody cares. But everybody did it because, yeah, I got it on my CV. Anyway, super fun. First week, you go out, God knows where. We went to somewhere which was like 5 or 6 hours by coach. Okay? We'll explain it anyway. 5-6 hours by coach. I'm travel sick, so that was the worst experience of my life. But we go all the way there, and we stay a week there, right? We stay a week, and there was, I don't know, I think like 30 boys, 30 girls. There was one room downstairs which had like hella bunk beds. So that was the boys' room, because there was, I think, more boys than girls. So there was about, I don't know, I think about 20 of the boys were in that room. And then there was like a room of like 5 bunk beds. So the other boys were in that one. And then the rest of the rooms, which had about 4 bunk beds or like stuff like that, were the girls' room. And all of those rooms were used up. So then there was the stairs to like the attic area, which was just 4 single beds, sorry. So every room had bunk beds, and there was 3 girls left that didn't have a bed. I was one of them. My close friend Teresa was one of them, and there was another girl, not naming, was the third friend. So we were the lucky one to get the attic. And well, it wasn't really an attic, but it was just upstairs. Okay. We're lucky because we're also the only ones with like reception, all of this. So me and Teresa, you know, we're single, we're having fun, we're young. The other girl had a boyfriend who was also on that trip. Tell me why he decides to tell his friends, like, they have signal up there, we can all hang out there. So when we want to sleep, all of a sudden there's about 7 or 8 people in their room chilling there on their phones, on the 4th bed. They put the mattress on the floor so everyone could just lay on the floor. So we're like, okay, this is gonna have to be a thing every night. So we're chilling, we're all sitting on the mattress, and the other 2 just starts cuddling in bed, and we're like, whatever, they're doing their thing. We went quiet because we thought like the teachers, they're not teachers, the mentors. We thought the mentors like probably walked past and might hear us, and we're supposed to have 3 people and it sounds like a party up there. So we're all quiet. Next minute we hear the bed. We literally just went, we turned to the bed. And by the way, like how the room is, like, let's say the room's like this. The door is that you come in, there's a bed on the left, a bed right next to it, a bed, 2 bed touching, like the second bed is like the heads are touching each other, and then the bed on the side. Okay. We're like put the mattress bed on the side. So if we sit on the bed, like with our like shoulders on the like bed frame, we're staring at them. Like we didn't mean to, we're just like facing that way because that's just how it is. So we're just talking, sitting around the circle, and we just look up and they're fully going that, and we're like, is this actually happening? Like, is this actually happening? And then they didn't stop. They just kept going. Okay. That was the first night. The second night, we told them already, like, I told him I was pissed off. I was like, I'm gonna be real. First of all, you invited everyone upstairs. Second, and then so, like, me and Teresa, we didn't get much sleep. I'm pretty sure the other girl didn't care. She didn't get much sleep because she was active anyway. So I was just like, first of all, we're kind of pissed off. We didn't get much sleep. So we told him, like, I don't want you guys here tomorrow night, okay? He came anyway. But he said, I didn't bring the rest. I just brought my best friend. His best friend had a crush on me. I would not leave me alone. So while they're doing their thing, me and Teresa are like sleeping on our own beds, but we put our like pillows like to face each other so we can kind of like look at each other if anything. They start having sex again. And then the friend is like coming to me like, hey, like,
no.
I was like, oh, I'm feeling tired. So I instantly, like, I look at her and I acted like I was asleep. Like I had to fake asleep so he could leave. He gets into my bed and cuddles with me. And so then at this point he's here. I'm looking at her like help me. Like I literally I was like nothing bad or serious happened, by the way. He just
I'd still lose my mind.
Yeah, it's still disgusting. But then he went and kissed me on the cheek, and I was like, I woke up, I was like, oh whoa, what are you doing? I need to pee. I went downstairs and I'm like, I literally I didn't snitch, but I like tried to wake up a mentor. I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling well. I just need to go to the toilet, all of this. And he goes, are you sure you're okay? I was like, yeah. And when they heard the mentor, then they went back to their rooms. But I literally I needed to get something to make them leave. Doesn't end there. The 5-hour journey back, we got a new type of coach. Okay, a new type of coach, to the point where you know how every seat is facing the front? There was just one where it was like a table and obviously 2 seats face forward. And that was me and Teresa. I don't know why we got to be the lucky one to always get like the attic, the seat that faced back. So obviously where we're sitting, we're playing cards and we can see like the back of the bus and we're like in the middle of the bus. Tell me why he's at the back, the friend, the guy, and the girlfriend who was in our bed, she like in our room, sitting on top of him going,
no.
What makes it worse?
Wild.
Eye contact with me. I didn't realize what was happening I was like, we're playing cards, and I looked at her and I was like, is she okay? And she's like staring at me, and I was like, and I look at Teresa, I was like, oh my god, and she goes, oh my god, and we literally just start playing cards. But for like, I'm so slow. I think for a good 10 seconds, no exaggeration, I'm staring at her in the zone. I'm looking at her like staring in her eyes, and I was like, oh.
Wild topic though, but like bro's dick game's weak because ain't no way.
No way.
That was
She's out here making full eye. Like, bro,
oh
nah,
my god.
nah. Them eyes gotta be
Wow.
doing somersaults, bro.
I mean, like, I've seen it on a plane before. Like, I've been on a plane and then I've like looked over and been like, what are you doing?
Mm.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't like all the way. It was just like they were doing stuff that they could do while sat down next to each other. And I was like, this
Nah.
needs to not be happening. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my headphones in, it's face forward. I'm not making eye contact. Um,
Yeah.
But I have had like one of my friends, he lost his virginity while in a room with all of us. But we were all asleep.
This is a new thing.
I think it's a
What?
young people thing. I don't think
I
like
don't think
grown
I could've
adults
done
are doing
that.
this,
No,
honestly.
I don't think I could have done that.
I mean, I only really knew after the fact.
Yeah.
But it did cause like, so one of our other friends were asleep on the floor, and he woke everyone up in the room because I don't know why those noises must have stimulated something within his dream. But he woke up and he screamed, "No mum, no more prawns," and woke like everyone in the room up. And we were like,
No mom, no more.
why,
Pro.
yeah, why is that making you think of your mum, and why is she giving you so many prawns?
Oh my god.
That's some trauma for a different day.
Yeah, that man's nickname for about 3 years after that was No More Prawns.
Damn.
I'd be
Oh
pissed.
god.
Bless him.
Meanwhile, my NTS experience was I got chased by cows.
Oh.
Oh, tell us more. Tell us more.
Yeah.
We'll let hear the
we
cow
deserve
story.
something good, something light.
Bro, so this is I think my first month of doing it. And we are walking by a field. Obviously, because everyone else in the group was incompetent and didn't know how to read a map. So I was leading and reading the map because I feel like, that's something that a lot of people should be able to do in the eventuality that you get stranded. Reading a map, it's a good skill to have, I'm so engrossed in what I'm doing that I don't realize that there is a pasture next to me where there is just a bunch of cows, doing their little thing. The gate was left open by accident. So I've wandered onto it because I'm not watching where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I hear something behind me. There are 3 cows, I kid you not, staring me the fuck down. I'm like, y'all could either be really friendly or this could go really, really wrong. It went really, really wrong.
Oh. No.
It went really, really wrong. Because I think it's either they wanted to play or they just didn't want me there.
You want to play? Let's play.
I didn't want to play, bro. I didn't want to play. And the field was muddy as well. It made running away really hard.
Yeah.
I nearly died. It was entertaining.
Hey, you probably on You've Been Framed somewhere.
Can you imagine?
I'd love that. I'd love to have been on You've Been Framed. I think that was my goal as a child.
I swear.
Yeah, right?
Everyone was like, not everyone, but there was so many people who were like, they would try and slip and they would do it on purpose, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, they'll do it so much so that they could be on UV Framed. Oh my god.
You get like a free 1K, innit?
Yeah, it was a
1K?
lot of money. I swear it was like if you got to number 1 or something. Because they had to count them down. I can't remember, but love You've Been Framed.
That's when TV was great. Back when TV was great.
Honestly.
This is your theme right now. It's like old school TV and like kids TV.
Listen, I love the retro stuff, man. The retro stuff goes so hard. It's like probably back when life was a lot easier, or
True.
you just didn't know about life.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't know about
Yeah.
the joys of adulthood.
Mm.
I don't like
Joys.
adulting anymore.
Joys.
Yes,
Adult,
joys.
I don't
adulting's
think I've
hard,
ever
man.
liked adulting.
Oh, no, I get
Oh.
that. Okay, well, we are about an hour and 10 in, I think. We could either do one more question but I know we're gonna maybe take a break, or we end here, or we do one more question. But I know we're gonna take a break if anyone needs to go pee, refill water, or
Yes,
anything.
please.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I don't know if this is a good question, but this is funny. What's the cringiest thing you've done in a previous relationship?
Drive 2 hours. Nah, I'm joking.
I mean, shit. How long you got?
Bro.
Oh.
I don't have something super cringe if I can start off. Well, it's
Gives me
only
free time to
cringe.
think.
It's cringe, but it's like I was young. Like we were like in secondary school, I'd say like 15. But like for some reason, like I would type a message and like when you put like in the UK we do like kisses, like kiss, right? But we did hearts, and we always trying to one up each other. So our messages ended up having like 15 hearts. So we're like, hey, how are you? Heart, 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 heart. Hey, how are you? There's like, I'm good, and you? So many. So our whole chats are like spammed with hearts while having a normal conversation. Like, how are you? 20 hearts.
That's kind of cute.
I'm good. But then when you look back, it's kind of embarrassing. Like,
You look back on it, you're like,
what was I doing?
Was it on a BlackBerry as well?
Oh my
like
god! Remember,
no,
what's your BB pin?
BBM.
What's your BBM pin?
No,
Your
I'm
length.
scared. No, even on BBM, when you used to like when you have a person like when you're with someone, it's like in your name. It'll be like Jen plus, or like when you had friends and you add them all in your name, like your closest friends.
Yeah.
BBM. Oh my god, that was so good. But
Manny or Jen?
I'm trying to think.
Same. I'm here like my whole career.
Shit.
My whole career.
I guess it's not really that cringe, but like I once went to Comic-Con with a boyfriend and we dressed up with matching outfits.
That's
cute.
I would do that now.
Yeah, 100%. That's really cute. Wait, what were you matching though?
Okay, this was when I was like 17. So I went as the TARDIS and then he went as the Doctor.
Okay.
You know what?
That's
still
cute.
W.
That's actually
that's still cute.
Yeah, no bad.
Because you know how much the Doctor loves his TARDIS. I'm just saying, like
that
could have been goals if he didn't fumble.
That is true.
Yeah, he did fumble once.
Dang.
Oh man.
2024 men ain't shit.
Oh no.
I don't think it's cringe per se, but I spend a lot of money on my person, and I make notes of like things that they like, and then like I make like little gift baskets of them. I feel like that's my so I don't really have a cringe thing. I don't know.
Cringe. That's like
yeah, that's
like any
your lesson. Oh god.
No, but like
pay attention.
It's cringe, and then other guys are like, "Oh, so I shouldn't do that." No, that's not
okay.
cringe.
All right, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Come back to me. I'll come back.
Okay.
Hold on. Come back to
me. We were on a trip to the Lake District, and there was a like she really liked pebbles. She was one of those she's one of the autistic that likes to collect. So I was like, shit, let me dive down to the bottom of this lake that we're canoeing on to get a pebble. It was at this point, it was the time where I hadn't really worked on like breathing control and shit like that. So it's more embarrassing than cringe. I nearly drowned.
Wow.
Because
when I get a girl a pebble.
I estimated how deep the lake was. And I was like, oh, I nearly died, but here's your pebble.
Oh wait, that's so cute.
I nearly died, but here's your
Why do
pebble.
I feel like any act of love is just so cute? This guy just said I almost drowned. I'm like, that's so cute. I'm sorry, that's not a good thing.
It's not a good. No, I nearly died.
You got her the pebble. The pebble. Sorry.
It's my pebble of
Wait.
love. My love pebble.
Wait, that's hilarious.
Don't say it like that.
My
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like
My
that. Don't say it
love
like that.
pebble.
Oh my god.
Come here, boy. I'll give you a love pebble.
Hey yo.
There you go.
Oh wait.
No,
that
okay,
is
but
funny.
I'm genuinely thinking, and I don't have something that's cringe,
Mm.
so I feel like I fumbled, guys,
Oh,
or
you
I
just
can't
started
think
cringe
right
straight
now.
away. Mm.
Nah, bro, I
No,
definitely am
fine.
cringe.
I'm not angry.
I'm trying to think
just
what counts on the
triggered.
level then. I'm trying to think of one that would get Jen where she'd be like, yeah, no. I was okay. I once went to my like sibling's wedding with a partner, like he was my plus one, and then about like just after the wedding was over, I was like accidentally said, oh, when we get married, but we don't even date for like
Mm.
2.5 months, and I was like, oh.
Oh,
And he looked
when
so
we
shocked, and I was like,
in a
that was an
wedding.
inside thought, Jen, that should not have been an outside thought.
Wait.
And I was like, it's not
I
even that
should've
deep.
kept that one
guys.
inside.
Yeah.
Like snot just came out my nose, like the way I laughed. The way I just laughed. Holy crap, I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
Wait.
I don't know,
Oh.
man. I think nicknames that I've called people in the past have
Oh.
just been
Mm-hmm.
maybe that.
Yeah, okay.
See, I'm
Okay,
not a
right.
nickname girly.
So this
love
is
my nicknames.
alright. This is like it's gonna be.
I'm so ready for this because I've
Okay,
had
I'm
some of
so
the shit that's
ready.
come out of your mouth, and
Shut
it is.
up. No, okay, so it's not cringe in the sense of like but yeah, so there was a nickname that I had for, well, we used to call each other when I was like 17, right? Before Pookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Poopy, right? Just
No.
P-O.
No.
Yeah.
like I'm sorry, but dead
Brother.
ass no.
Brother.
Listen,
No.
I wasn't the one that came up with it. I was not the one that came up with it.
Okay.
She did, and it stuck, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
Anyway, right? So we used to call each other that, and then I got her a little like I remember we went to the arcade, and you know the little shits.
I knew it.
Shit emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. Yeah. Because her favorite color was purple, and it had a little tiara on it,
Oh,
right?
oh my god.
And she liked Princess Tiara, or
Okay.
from Princess and the Frog. So
Tiana,
it
yeah,
combined Tiana, sorry.
Yeah.
It combined like 3 things into one.
Mm-hmm. That's cute.
Yeah.
Maybe that's cute. She's
No,
a
it's
little
still
poopy.
cringe.
Yeah,
It's
it's
cringe, but
There you go. There's my
it's
cringe.
cringe when it's cute.
This is you.
Wait, that is so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I will be denying that for the rest of my life. Thanks.
Now I don't know. I don't think this is cringe, but I used to catfish my ex. My ex that when I was like 15. Not
Oh.
me catfish. Basically, this was when you're like 14, 15, and like you feel like you don't trust them. So I used to make a fake page.
Oh wow.
That type of. I used to make a fake page and flirt with them.
You out here trying to like cheat hunter them.
But
That's crazy.
But they always failed.
Oh.
But they failed.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, at
Is that a good
15.
thing? That's a good thing, though, right? No.
I mean, yes. Yeah, yes.
Oh, like they failed as in like they never took the bait.
No, that's the bait, and they failed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think you were on the same
Oh,
page.
I thought you meant the other way. I thought they were
No,
like, oh.
Yeah.
They always failed, boys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't think
You ain't
that-
wrong.
I think
You
that's
ain't wrong.
You ain't
cringy
wrong,
now.
but
I think that's embarrassing, actually. I don't think it's cringy.
yeah.
Hey, listen.
It's a little.
It is what it
15-year-old
is.
boys.
Yeah.
There you go. I corrected it.
Thanks. Love that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh man.
Any other or Betty said she has one.
Okay.
I'm going to see if she is going to give it.
Do I have any more? Oh my god, my thing. Do I have any more?
And I think
Cringiest thing. Wait, what do you guys think about like the pet? Like, you know, when people speak like baby voice to their partner?
No,
No, no.
no.
Like, listen.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, wait. Okay, in specific scenarios, like if I'm taking a piss at you, I'm like, oh, you stupid little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like that's okay. But if you're
Yeah.
actually going,
Like if you're doing it
if you're actually doing it
seriously,
out of like, yeah, be like, I don't know, man.
Mm,
No.
yeah. Like the thing is like I have like you can have a soft tone or a
Mm.
cutesy or a soft tone with your partner. I get it. But
yeah.
like I remember there was a guy I was speaking to, and then all of a sudden he's like, "What would you?" I'm like, "Oh,
Out of nowhere? No.
especially if they come off like, yeah, I'm an alpha man,
Yeah.
or all of this, and next minute you're doing baby." I said, "Nope."
So you've seen those videos of the girls who are like filming a TikTok and then their boyfriends come up to them like, "Hey Pookie, how's it going? Like I see you."
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm filming this. And he's like, "Delete it right now." And she's like, "I'm gonna put it in the group chat."
It's very, very icky. It's
I
the
think
That's
for me,
one thing I
because like
think I fear.
that's how
Sorry,
I
Karen.
would talk to my dog. Like, "Hey Bubba, what's going on? How's it going?" Like that's how I would talk to my dog. I'm not talking to my partner like that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "You're on the same level as my dog."
Wait, what was icky, Shane?
No, I'm
No, not
sorry,
icky. I mean something that you got scared of. Oh, okay.
Oh, the girl group chat. The girl group chat scares the
Oh.
shit out of me. I will not lie to you.
Real.
I
Right?
feel like the guys group chat scares me as hell.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
bro.
think the
If
guys group
you
chat is
get put in
far
the
more
girl in the
dangerous.
if you get put in the guys group chat, it's one of two things: you're ugly as shit, or your potential baby cakes, like
Yeah, but that's
future
why
wife.
it's scary. Imagine I get put in there like,
Yeah,
look
but-
at this girl. Freaking.
No,
like,
okay, but hear me
ooh.
out. Hear me out, right? If a guy puts you in the guy in the guy group chat, right, and he's riding for you, he is like dying on that hill. He's dying on that hill, like
Real.
straight up, right?
Real.
If you're in the talking stage and he doesn't know if he likes you or not, and the boy say, nah, dead, then that's when you're worried. But in the girls group chat, bro, I've seen the girls group chat. You guys are wild. You guys are mean.
Y'all are scary, bro.
Your
You guys
voice
are
notes and
scary.
everything.
Bro,
Yeah.
like you forward the voice notes I send you, huh?
Oh yeah.
Nah.
It's been a very long
I
time
don't-
since I've been in a girls group chat, so
And it's the
can't
fact
relate.
that some of them can do it without you knowing that like
Yeah.
that they're forwarding your voice notes, and you're like, "Are you a witch? What the fuck?"
Sometimes you don't even have to do anything. Like sometimes I'll message a friend and I'll be like, "Oh, this happened and I cried because of it." And then a girl will just be like, "Was it this scenario?" And then just list the entire scenario. And I'll be like, "Word for word." And I'll be like, "I got you."
But
And I'll be like, "They knew."
I will say that the boys group chat, we don't refer to you as your name. You are features. So you're either big forehead or you're I don't know, bum chin, or you're fucking like anything. It could literally be anything. And you just have to firms it. You can't, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Wait,
So
what
what
Me
man?
after this about to ask what my name is.
Nah, you're baby cakes. Don't worry, you're
Okay.
safe.
I looked over to the to your chat screen and I saw what Betty said.
Wait.
Do you want to read it out?
Okay, so Betty said, "I don't mind the whole mummy thing, right? It's fine. Like I'm not into it, but he wanted me to baby him so hard. It was so, I don't know. I always had to cringe."
Okay, so it goes with the baby thing.
Hmm.
Oh, but
He
like
needs
baby
to
as
go
in
to
you're their
therapy.
mother, then that's
He needs to go to therapy and talk about some
Yeah.
stuff.
No.
yeah.
He needs to talk about some stuff.
I mean, bro.
Like I get it if there's like a variation on it, like no, I still just don't. Like for you, like for the pappy,
Okay, so yeah,
that
so
I
there's
get.
pappy and mommy, mommy, or mamas. Like I fuck with that. Like that's all right. Mommy, Google, nah, bro.
No.
I feel like the thing
Yo.
with papi and mommy, I feel like you have to have, not have to, in my opinion, I think it suits well if you have the accent or you say it in a jokey way. Because I've heard a British guy, and bear in mind, I'm not really a Who fan, but like a bloke, a guy, a lad.
A geezer.
Not to me, but I've heard him say it to another guy, like, "You're right, mammy." And I was like, nope. Hearing that, like I feel like it's the accent. Like if you say like pappy instead, if you don't say it with like a
the sauce,
Latina accent kind of vibe, I feel like it just doesn't work well.
You don't hit the same.
Yeah, like the same, there are like, so many names out there. Just
unseasoned stuff.
Don't do that one. Yeah.
You're gonna tell me salt and pepper spicy, behave.
Yeah. Yeah, like mamas. That one sounds nice. Like I've heard when people say like mamas, the one with the S. It sounds nice. So when people just go like mommy and it doesn't
that's crazy. I'm sorry, Keshley just goes, I hear it and I'm like, yes, put a baby in me.
Oh my god.
I love her. She's so real. She's so real for that.
I hate that. That's funny. You can't relate, but I hear you. No, that's funny.
But yeah, is there any pet names? Sorry, but this is just another question.
No, go on it.
Is there any pet names that you like? Someone calls you it and you're like instant nah. Like obviously excluding the mummy like ones. Is there anything that you've been like? Okay, someone's called me this in the past and I just like for example, princess. You know, like
baby girl. No.
But you don't like baby girl.
I feel like it only goes with certain people. Like for example, like the term like baby, right? I feel like it suits certain people and it doesn't suit certain people. Like for example, Hamp and I, we don't say baby. Like I feel like it just doesn't suit us. I'm like, hey baby, like it just doesn't suit it. If that makes sense, like it just doesn't come out naturally. I feel like some things are natural, some things just don't sound right. If that makes sense.
I think it's the way they're saying it as well. Like if it was like, what's up, baby girl? How's it going? Like if it was just like that, maybe I'd be fine with it. But if you're like putting the emphasis on it and making it really like that's who you are, your baby girl, I'd be like, no. Because it's not me.
Word it like that. That sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, I would be like,
you are a baby girl.
Your baby girl.
Yeah.
No, wait, doesn't like have you watched like 365 Days? And it's that Italian man. Has anyone watched that?
No.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like 50 Shades of Grey, but like a lot more graphic. Anyway. He's Italian. He goes, "Are you lost, baby girl?" And that's what
I've seen the snippet of that though. I didn't know that was where that was from.
Yeah, if you watch it, it's just Italian man, and he's always like, "Are you lost, baby girl?" Like both of them, one's Italian, one's Polish, and I'ma be real. Like both of them speaking English is so annoying. Like I appreciate it. You guys are speaking a language that's not your own, but the accents. Because like, are you lost, baby girl?
Are you lost, baby girl?
Every time he says it, it's like, oh, stop. He says
stop talking meow.
I'm telling you, if you watch it, like the meow. Exactly. Like if you actually watch the movie, it's like a hard watch. But like you watch it and you're like,
right.
Like people say like the scenes are good, but the actual movie is not. You know. It's kind of it's one of those ones.
Kesha's got another good question.
Okay.
Are there any ick names for men though? Because I feel like most of the cringe ones are for women.
When I was in school, one of the guys got like when you get a leavers jumper.
Okay.
The name that he wanted his like partner to call him was the Italian Stallion.
Yeah, right there. I logged off for the day, and I'm going to go and watch Pokemon.
Oh my god!
I'm done. Yes. Bro needs to. Yeah, that's.
That's more like a character than a name. Like I feel like
it was horrendous.
That's a title.
Yeah, like.
I think for me, the only one I don't like. It's not really a nickname, but I don't like handsome. Right. Only because it feels like what my mom or my grandparents or auntie would say. So I've just associated with, oh, you're such a handsome young man. And I'm like, don't call me that.
Oh, okay. I
You
hear
know?
you.
But that's the only one I've like kind of got. I don't
Mm.
have like a nickname per se that I would be like, I don't like.
Yeah, I don't think I have a nickname either that I don't like.
But I will say though that babe and baby are two different
Yeah.
Two different.
contexts. Yeah, like I don't know how to explain it, but there's sometimes I don't like being called babe. I don't like being called baby.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very situational, and I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Because it sometimes depends on the tone as well, or maybe just the person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think for me, like my dad still calls me babe, but in like terms of like, it's a very Scottish thing. Like that's my child, and then when he like like Babe in the City, like the movie about the pig.
Yeah.
Like he means it like not in like your pig context, but like
Oh,
babe in terms of it wasn't meant for like just for a partner.
I'm like, that's so cute. Wait, he called you a pig?
Wait a minute, Dad.
Yeah, cause I never got cute names from it. I got called cabeçuda, which means big head in Portuguese.
Oh.
So,
You know what?
yeah.
I like that though. Like you call me cabezo, I'll be like, yeah, I am. I'm your little cabezo.
Yeah. No, that's like the only name I really got in my family. Or my mom, she would call me like Fifi, which was very random. Or they would call me any object in the house that they spoke of. Like if she's like, I just hit the mesa, she'd be like, Menta, and like call me the table. Whenever she's not in the mood, she would call me whatever like object was around.
That's some hard context, Jen.
See, my mom used to go through all my other siblings before getting to my name. So
that was my grandma. I almost never heard my name until I knew she was realizing she was actually calling me. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think there's any baby names that I'm not really into. But for me, it's just more if it suits coming out of the person. I feel like if they have a certain way about them and then they say like something that just doesn't suit them, I feel like I'll be like, ugh. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, it will give me the
go. Yeah.
Boys, take notes. This is where it plays to have sauce. So
Real.
if you ain't got no sauce, go get some. Go get some sauce.
Yeah, I'll be real. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work. Especially, I feel like if you're not like, for example, like babe, just I'm thinking like you're right, babe, kind of vibe, right? If you are like, let's say like you're like Latino or you have some type of accent, they're like, okay, babe. I feel like that doesn't work as well. You see what I mean? Like, it has to suit the person.
Baby.
Yeah, like. Sorry.
Yeah,
I just thought
I
of
get you.
barbecue sauce on my titties. Sorry.
You're the one who's gonna get it demonetized. You know that.
Bro, like I read that and that was the first thing I saw. Anyway. But yeah, no, I think that's the only pet names that I can think of.
Yeah. All right.
I much prefer when people like actually change my name and put it into things.
Oh my god, Jennifer. Oh wait. As in the whole thing or like your nickname?
Anything.
Yo, I'm winning, Jennifer. Like, let's go. Let's go.
Like,
let's go.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
That's my
like how I call Bonka. You know what I mean? I'd much prefer like someone have an actual nickname for me and they have like reason behind it. Like I call Bonka because I want to bonk her.
Hey,
but she knows that. You know what I mean?
Minute,
so to everyone else, it's just like a normal name. But she knows that I want to bonk her. So every time she hears it, she's like,
I see.
There's innuendos without needing to know that innuendo.
You.
Hey, yo, no. There's already one of those. My name's Bubble Butt.